What's up, guys? Your boy, 20K13. I'm going to talk about despite coach, teammates, LeBron James deliver another epic playoff moment. It is a shot that everyone will remember. Only the shot. That's how legends are built, how highlight reels are constructed, how our collective memory work. We'll remember the shot. LeBron James taking the inbound pass from Matthew Dellavedova in the corner with 1.5 seconds left. LeBron James rising up and flicking the ball over Jimmy Butler's left hand through the United Center haze, following a perfect line to the net. Roar, buzzer, gasp, silent game. A championship run was drifting away from the Cleveland Cavaliers, and they were extremely too depleted, too gimpy, too off kilter to do much about it. With one rich flick, James changed everything, delivering an 86-84 victory and tying this second round series with the Bulls at 2-2. When it was over, James strutted toward the locker room, a yellow towel around his neck, looking like a prize fighter who had just knocked out his prey. Yeah, James whooped, huh? It's a shot we'll remember, yes, but we should add a dozen footnotes to this particular chapter of the LeBron legend because, as with many such moments, it very nearly didn't happen at all. The final play, as initially drawn up by Coach David Black, featuring James as the inbounder. James was hardly an attractive option, having missed 20 of his prior 29 shots on this afternoon. James was hobbled, having turned his left ankle so badly in the third quarter that he stayed prone on the baseline for more than a minute, creating such concern that every last Cavalier player, coach, and staffer crossed the court to check on him. In the span between that injury and the final buzzer, James missed a layup and a three-pointer, got called for traveling shot and air ball, and was whistled for two offensive fouls, the last one with 14.3 seconds left and the Cavs leading 84-82. James was the last line of defense as Derrick Rose, who won Friday's game with a three-pointer at the buzzer, lofted a game-time floater to knock the score at 84-84. After that, James missed a driving layup with the loose ball squirting away and out of bounds. That forced a video review by the official, and that review gave the Cavaliers, who were out of timeout, time to draw up a final play. And that extra time gave James his chance to play hero. No wonder then, as he assesses this dizzy afternoon, James' voice conveyed more relief than joy. And I quote, "More than anything, I don't like to let my teammates down, and I was happy I was able to make a play at the end to get it back," he said. It was that kind of game, and it's been that kind of series with the Cavaliers, and Bulls trading missed shots and broken plays to see who would be the last Eastern power standing. It's down to the best of three affair, with neither team having made a convincing case as the favorite. The Cavaliers regaining the home court edge, but they remain a raggedy bunch, from the gimpy Kyrie Irving, a starry due to playing decor his word to end, erratic supporting cast. Iman Shumpert went 1 of 8 from the field on Sunday, while J.R. Smith went 1 of 6 through 3 quarters before making all 4 of his shots in the fourth. Before James could earn his vindication, his sidekick had to earn theirs. Over a 9-minute span late in the game, Smith and Timothy Margov combined to score 19 of the Cavs' 23 points, as they turned an 11-point deficit into a 7-point lead. For much of this postseason, the fickleness of the surrounding cast had placed an undue burden on James, forcing him to shoot more, score more, and expend more energy. For at least that 9-minute stretch, the Cavs gave him some relief, and I quote, "That's our job," Smith said. Tristan Thompson, myself, Chump, everybody else, we gotta chip in some way, somehow, whether it's shot, steal, rebound, loose ball, whatever it takes. So much pressure is put on those guys' shoulders. We gotta do whatever we can to lift it off a bit. And then even the game might easily have been lost on a single gasp by the coach. After Rowe game time layup with 9.4 seconds left, Black crossed the sideline and motioned for a timeout. The Cavaliers had none, having spent their last timeout moment earlier. Tyronn Lue, the associate head coach, quickly pulled Black back to the bench before the officials noticed. Had the timeout been granted, the Bulls would have been awarded a technical foul, free throw, and possession. And I quote, "I almost blew it, to be honest with you," Black said. "Good thing they called it, my guys." Before the Cavaliers could claim victory, Black had to be corrected once more. With 1.5 seconds left and the official huddling around a television monitor to determine possession, Black drew up a final play. James, at that point shooting 9 of 29 in the game and 37% in the series, would be the inbounder, until he wasn't. And I quote, "The play that was drawn up, I scratched it," James said. "I told Coach, there's no way I'm taking the ball out unless I can shoot it over the backboard and it go in. I told him to have somebody else take the ball out. Give me the ball and everybody get out the way." Black wisely deferred to his 4-time MVP. So Dellavedova walked over to the baseline, shooed away some photographers, wiped his palm on the sole of his shoe, took the ball from referee Tom Washington, waited a second, then tossed a short pass to James in front of the Bulls bench. James caught the ball and rolled in one motion, sending it into the Chicago night. At the buzzer sound, James jogged to midcourt, where he was gained tackle by his Joey teammates. And I quote, it was for those guys," James said. "And that's all that matters. To hit a shot like that for them, it means the world to me. For 3 days, this city had the shot and the shot too." Michael Jordan finished his shot against the Cavaliers playing on a near constant loop on local television and on the arena scoreboard, as if to taunt Cleveland with every painful memory. On Friday night, Rose added a banked three-pointer at the final buzzer. The clutch shot to win a crucial playoff game legend may forever be in Chicago's favor. But on Sunday afternoon, LeBron James put a large notch on Cleveland's side of the board. And I quote, "I'm tired of those shots, good or bad," Smith said, worriedly. "Too much nerve going into it. It was a hell of a shot, though, especially in front of their bench. We remember the shot, and in time we forget all of the chaos that preceded. Like, comment, subscribe. Till you got on the next one. Peace."